Welcome, everyone. I'm Anjali Dange, a nutritionist and founder of Starlight Wellness. Today, we are talking about a phase that is often overlooked once the baby arrives: your body, your recovery, and your nourishment. This workshop is a practical and culturally relevant guide to eating right during breastfeeding, especially for those balancing care, healing, and work. Let's begin. Along with understanding your nutrition and taking care of it, it's also equally important to remember that you have to keep a track of your parameters. You have to keep testing to see whether the amount of supplements that you're taking, are they enough for you right now? Do you need to take it for a longer time, or are you taking enough? Have your are your reports showing you that your parameters are fine now and you need to stop your supplementation? So the decision making is based on the results of your testing. So, essential supplements post birth, usually what doctors recommend is iron if your hemoglobin is low, calcium, vitamin D3, and vitamin B12. After 6 weeks, the doctor will generally write these blood tests, that is your CBC, ferritin, TSH, vitamin D, and vitamin B12. Please do not neglect this. This is very important for you to get done no matter how busy you are, because it's good to understand how your body is recouping and recovering post the delivery process. If you take care of it during this phase, you will see that the next few years is so much more easier for you. But if you neglect it in this phase, your body's strength, immunity, everything starts to drop. So please keep a check with your doctor and continue to take your supplements regularly as per the doctor's prescription. So let's do a quick checklist. We've got so much information now, but let's focus on what is really required. Okay. So 1, no skipping meals. Okay. No excuse that I have to take care of baby, I didn't have help, I couldn't do this. So now you can pre-prep. So regular meals are very, very important. Do not skip any meal. Focus on your protein. Remember, you need to have 1 serve of protein at every meal. Hydration, stay hydrated throughout the day, no matter what the rest of the family members are saying. Please listen to your body and see if you're feeling dehydrated. You must make sure you're sipping enough of water. Your healing mindset, use food for healing and not perfection. So, don't try to be perfect in this phase. It's not going to happen. Your baby is going to teach you that it's okay not to be perfect, right? So what you need to do here is you have to understand, okay, my body has gone through so much, emotionally, physically, and now there is so much of an expectation from me as a mother. So have all this, but don't let it pressurize you. Look at it as I'm doing these things, eating right, staying hydrated, pre-prepping, all of this because I need to heal. Okay. Only when I heal in this phase can I go forward. So please remember, this is a phase that is equally important for you as it is for the baby. We know the entire family is, the focus is all on the baby right now, but you need to have a little bit of a spotlight still on yourself so that you can heal well. Okay. Be aware of your body. Please pay attention to how your body behaves with the different foods that you're giving it. Take rest when you need to take rest. And if you're feeling low or you need to talk to someone, please engage with your family members and talk to them about how you're feeling. It's very important and it will set the mood right for you at home. If you continue to think of, no, I shouldn't be saying this, I shouldn't be sharing this with anybody, it will just continue to build up inside you. It's very easy to get demotivated because the whole family is focusing on this new baby that's come in and there's very little focus that's given to you. So it's very important to talk about what you feel and let the family members know, when you need the attention, when you need the focus, or when you need help, please ask for it. This is the phase when you should ask for help so that you can heal better. So apart from that, a few key takeaways. All right. Nourishment, not restriction. Okay, the postpartum body needs nourishment, not constant saying, oh, no, 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 don't take this. Oh, no, 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 don't do that. Restriction is not the solution. You want to have something, you can have 10 small portions. If someone says this is bad for the baby or, for breast milk production, yes, maybe we can listen to them for some time. But if your doctor or your nutritionist says, no, this food is important, please take it. Have it in small quantities and involve your family members when you go to the medical practitioner or the nutritionist so that they understand. Maybe they can voice out what they are having in your mind, and the professional can help you take care of it. Traditional wisdom. So we know that the Indian diet has powerful ingredients that can heal. So please make use of them. Balance a little bit of the traditional with the new research that has come in, the new methods or the protocols that have come in, which you will get to know from your professional, from either the nutritionist or the doctor. Self-care, I think, no matter how much I try and stress upon it, is so, so important. Please do not neglect self-care. You deserve this time and the support that you have at home now. So please don't feel ashamed to ask for help when you need it. Planning is very important, especially now that we are all in nuclear families. Once the parents leave and the baby's care is on you, getting back to work is on you, it can get a little overwhelming. So planning ahead really helps. And, even before your house help or your family help leaves home, after they come for a certain phase, they help you when they go back. So if you don't have continuous help, it's good to start looking at, what are the other options you have around your home. Do you have someone who could come home and stay, with the baby or with you when you're working, if you're, working from home? So things like that. Setting that support in the house is very, very important. So yes, I think if you take care of all these things, this phase will be easy. It will need a little bit of focus, but it's not difficult and it's not impossible. So just before I close, 3 things to remember. 1, you need 400 plus extra calories. So whatever is the extra food in terms of the nutrients that you require, please make sure you're taking it. You need 10 to 12 glasses of water, and you need 1 to 1.1 gram of protein per kg body weight every day. And a nutritionist can help you make a plan keeping all of these numbers in mind.